Man, Shaggy got in before we could even start the show. There's some cheating going on. I know there must be. Something's awry. We're on to you. We're on to you, folks. Welcome to the show. Another season. We're to season 12. That means that there's been 12 weeks. That's all that means, is that it's been 12 weeks. So yeah, we've just kept this rolling on. We did it for longer than that. That's just when we started counting them. Before that, we just did random trivia on a nightly basis. And then we decided that we should start making a thing out of it. And so now we are to season 12. I don't think I ever thought it would get this high. Did you? Did you think it would 12 weeks of doing trivia?
It's fine though.
We should have probably never said we would keep doing it. We've overpromised. Septic is here as well. So a point goes to Shaggy for being the first one in. Welcome. We're going to do something a little different this Monday. This is the first time. It's going to be very similar to what we were doing on Saturdays, but we're going to call it a matchup Monday. So this hopefully, because the answers are a little bit easier, the questions are a little bit easier, more people can participate and get some extra points, and then that'll make for more points for Wager Wednesday, and it just seems like a good thing. So we've moved that concept. The idea is that let's start from the beginning. You get a point if you're the first one to come in and say first in the chat like Shaggy did. You'll want to turn on subscriptions and following and all of your notifications to be able to do that. Plus, you'll know when we go live, which is usually right around 7 o'clock, sometimes a little early, sometimes a little late. But you'll want to be here for that, because today we're going to be announcing someone is going to be getting the latest shirt. Look at that. Free shirt that we're going to get somebody. So now this is a brand new season. So at the end of this week, another shirt goes out, and this could be your opportunity to win. So you'll want to be here each night. You want to be here early. And if we're ever going late for some reason, significantly late, that is, we'll post it up on our social media. So follow us there. That's A Wasted Hour on Twitch, Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. And you can go hang out in our Another Wasted group on Facebook as well, because that's where new and different things will start happening. So yeah, those are important things. Oh, Shaggy has shared the show. As you can see, we've got a little alert that showed up. Thank you, Shaggy. I was going to show people how to do that myself. So if I go up to Facebook and I go to Another Wasted Hour and I go to our live stream that's happening right now, and then I quiet us down because we are saying things on there. And then I go and I'm me, and I do a share. Now public. Boom. Look at that. I shared too. See, I'm not just asking you to do it. We also do it as well. So
I don't do it.
You should do it. Why wouldn't you? No? You don't want to? All right.
I don't know how.
Yeah, well, we go over it every night. It's not that terribly difficult.
I'm a slow learner.
You're not that slow of a learner, really. You're kind of a genius, but and here's how I know, because I read through the questions that we have for the easiest day, and yeah, so
Sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to admit that you are a genius, and so. People are now filtering in. This is good. Let's see. Ways to get points. We went over the sharing. When that alert goes up, you get a point. If you're hosting the show over on Twitch, let us know at the end of the show. We'll give you a point for that as well. And the easiest way to get points, though, is we're going to give you 60 seconds to answer a trivia question. If you answer it correctly in that time, you get 1 point. If you answer it first correctly, you get 2 points. You can also throw a Karen. That's where you shout Karen into the chat. And if nobody gets it correct, you get 1 point. But if anyone gets it correct, you lose 1 point. So it's a little bit of a gamble. And then today we're going to be doing our shootouts that we used to do on Saturday. Now we're going to call them matchups. It's a matchup Monday. And so each question is going to have people basically pitted against each other for a 5-point jackpot, let's say. So whoever answers correctly first gets 5 points of those two people. And the one that answers second gets the 1 point like normal. If you are the first person both to answer the question and also the matchup, you'll still just get the 5 points. So the bonus point gets rolled in there. So yeah, we're just going to go through and we'll shout out who the people are that are matched up, and then you get to see who is able to get that 5 points. Don't worry if you lose. If you lose the shootout, we'll wrap back around if we have enough questions and give you another chance to be able to be in the shootout. So yeah, those are the rules. We have 13 people watching, but I've only got 6 people saying anything, which seems like a weird amount. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some kind of they're quiet people. Danny, we're doing a Monday matchup, is what we're calling it instead of a shootout.
We love alliteration.
We
At least
do.
One of us does.
Exactly. So that's what we're doing. Monday matchup, similar to the Saturday shootout, but it's happening today instead, because the idea is that on Saturday, the questions are much harder. So it really only benefits the people who have a lot of knowledge, and we want it to benefit everybody. We want everyone to have a chance.
It is Monday.
Yep, everyone to have a chance to be able to win their matchup and get some extra points. Plus, it'll give people more points for Wager Wednesday to be able to put on the line. So here we go. We are above our amount. Oh, we've dropped down to 10 again. I don't know what has happened, but Ian says it should be Monday mating. Monday mating. That's not what we're doing. We're not mating. It is a matchup.
I mean, maybe if you're nice to me.
There's a chance. We're gonna have to postpone the show. We will be back in about 6 minutes. All right. So Sherry's here. Sherry finally came.
Hi, Sherry.
That's so exciting. We had heard rumor that you've been asking about trivia for some time. And
now Craig can stop harassing you.
yeah, and now we see that you're here. So all you have to do, Sherry, is we're going to ask a question. You're going to answer in the chat. And if you get it correct, you get a point. And if you're the first one to get it correct, you get 2 points. All right. So we have double digits. So let's just get to work.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So our first matchup is going to be between Shaggy and Septic. Shaggy and Septic are going head to head on this matchup. First one to get the answer is going to get 5 points if you get it correct. And the second one to get the answer correct gets the normal 1 point. All right. So question number 1.
Question number 1. What is Itzhak Perlman known for?
Here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. I know this one. I do know this one. It is, he is Hellboy.
No.
Yes. He is the
Ron
actor.
Perlman.
Right. Well, that's that. Right. That's his stage name. That's what he goes by. It's easier to spell, but he plays. That's what he plays the part of. It's the actor who plays the Hellboy.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure. It's Shaggy says, "Oh, it's Ron Perlman's brother." I was wrong. Okay, they just look really alike. That's the thing. I didn't realize. I thought they were the same person, but apparently they're not. All right, so we've got a bunch of answers coming in. This is good. There's 10 seconds left on the clock, so make sure that you get your answer, and if you know the answer. For those that aren't aware, you can also do a thing called throwing a Karen. So you just say Karen in the chat. That's if you believe it's such a hard question, no one will get it right, and then you get 1 point, even though you didn't know what the answer was. However, if somebody does get it right, you get a negative point. This is Monday, so the questions are fairly easy. I would advise perhaps against throwing Karens because it's likely not going to work out in your favor unless your goal is to get a lot of negative points, which has happened. We've definitely had that happen. There's somebody named Septic that's here that has done that. All right, so time is up on Facebook, I think. Well, I was on the wrong thing. Yep, over on Facebook as well.
How dare you?
So let's look. Answers going down from the top. Ian says music. Septic says pianist. Shaggy says Ron Perlman's brother. I'm going to give a style point to Shaggy because Caitlin doesn't like doing style points anymore.
Yep.
And I thought that that's funny.
I'm a cranky biatch.
Danny says violinist. Craig says, is he the piano man? I'll give him a style point for that. That is not the piano man. We all know that is a different, shorter man. Melissa says playing the violin. Shaggy says, can everyone answer? Yeah, everyone can answer.
Yeah.
Why can't everyone answer?
Oh, because of the matchup thing.
Oh, yeah, everybody still answers. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's just like how we used to do Saturdays. So everybody answers, but the two people who are in the matchup are the ones who are shooting for the extra points. So those were all the answers that got in. Karen has come in as last. Let's see. Who's gotten in since Sherry? It looks like both Smiles and Karen are also with us now. I think that's everybody. Okay. So, this is great. So let's go to the shoot off first, right? The matchup first and see how they did. First one that got in from the matchup looks like it was Septic. And Septic says pianist. Is it pianist?
No.
No. Oh, no. Shaggy says Ron Perlman's brother, which is correct.
Absolutely not.
What? I mean, they're obviously related in some way.
No, they're not.
They must. They have the same last name. What? That's how you get related.
No.
If somebody names you the same as somebody else, you become that person, part of that person's family. It's just like marriage. These are facts.
No.
Just saying. Fine. What are you going to take as the correct answer?
He plays the violin.
Oh. Will you take music?
No.
No, not specific enough. Even on a Monday, huh? Woo.
Sorry.
All right. So it looks like Danny and Smiles and Melissa all get points, with Danny getting the 2 points for that one. Shaggy and Septic, unfortunately, no points in that round. So we're going to move on to Ian and Melissa going head-to-head on this one. So Ian and Melissa for question number 2, you're matched up. Let's see who gets the correct answer
before you press that button.
first. And before I hit the button...
Don't do that.
There's a different button. I'm allowed to hit that button.
This answer includes 2 parts. You have to write both parts in one line. You can't write one of them and then like 3 minutes later write the other one. All on one line. Ready?
Question number 2.
By what names are the 2 numbers in a blood pressure reading known?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
Jenny's here.
Jenny has joined us. Excellent. Let's get you on the list. Jenny, we are doing a matchup Monday. It's a lot like our shootout Saturdays, except the questions are easier, so hopefully everybody can participate. But otherwise, exactly like the shootout Saturdays used to be. We're just moving it earlier in the week, so hopefully people will have more money. More money? That's not really a true thing. More make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything that they can then gamble on Wager Wednesday. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Who's our matchup?
It is between Ian and Melissa. Ian and Melissa. Those
Ian's
are...
in first.
Ian's got the first answer in. We'll see if Melissa is able to come in with an answer as well.
Septic, if you want to rewrite what you were trying to write, that's fine. An autocorrect related accident.
Septic says, I'm just saying I had no idea who he was. Fair enough. I mean, that was a good guess for not knowing who he was, so nothing wrong there. Time's up. We're going to the chat. Good Lord, spelling. Yeah, there's a lot of spelling and autocorrect. I'm killing autocorrect. That is good. Good old catastrophic. That's that is not a measurement as much as a thing they do if your blood pressure is too high. They call it catastrophic. Almost up to date here on Facebook, and here we are. So let's go. Our matchup was between Ian and Melissa. Ian came in first with systolic and diastolic. Is that correct?
Yep.
Wow. All right. 5 points to Ian for getting it in the matchup. Looks like Melissa came in later with the correct answer,
So
and
Melissa still gets 1 point.
Gil gets 1 point for that. First person with the correct answer, I think probably also Ian, right? Because Septic had catastrophic and dies.
I'm still giving
a lot.
Septic 1 point, but I'm not
Yeah.
giving him the 2.
That's fine. I think that that's fair. All right, so this is turning out good. So, all right, Melissa, we will wrap back around with you to give you another opportunity here later in the show. Our next pairing is Craig and Danny. Craig and Danny going head to head
There's a
in this
typo
matchup.
on the next question.
Oh, really? Okay.
A grammatical typo.
Well, that's the best kind. So let's what does it need to be? What is the thing that where are we changing? What am I?
See how the fourth word is?
Yeah.
Are.
Ah, okay. Saved you from embarrassment. Let's go to question number 3.
How many liters are in a magnum of champagne?
Ah, ha, ha, ha. All right, Craig and Danny going head to head on this one. This is good. Danny is always very good at these at questions in general, but yeah, this one could go either direction, I feel like. All right, I don't know who is the biggest purveyor of champagne between the two of them, but we'll find out soon enough who is going to get this. We've got I didn't hit the button. That's all right. All right, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock because I think that that's what would be left.
Hi, Rosellen. Rosellen's here.
Hey, Rosellen's here. You're getting on the list as well. We're doing a matchup Monday, Rosellen. So as we go through, we're going to match you up with somebody, and you're going to get an opportunity to try and win 5 points for one question. All right. So 10 seconds left. Get your answers in. Let's see. It looks like Danny came in with an answer first. Craig got an answer just after Danny. So we'll see who ends up being right. There are 2 different answers. So this could go to either person because one of you is obviously wrong. So that means that either one of you could get.
They could both be wrong.
They could both be wrong. That is true. But it means not both of them are going to. It's not going to be a timing thing. It's going to be a correct, an accuracy thing. All right. So let's start with our matchup, folks. Danny was first with 1.5 liters. Is that correct?
Yes.
It is. Oh, comes in first and is able to get the correct answer. Is the first one to answer correctly. So
That's 6 points.
no, it's 5 points.
Oh, that's right.
It rolls into it. You just get the 5 points. So the bonus point is rolled into the 5.
We're terrible at running this show.
Yeah, we are. We're not professionals about this. But it looks like Craig, unfortunately, did not get it correct with 1.75. Karen gets a point. Melissa, Rose, Ellen, and those are all the folks who had it right. Ian says, I can never fill the gun. It always leaks out of the barrel. Style point. I like what you did there because it's a Magnum gun and it's a champagne gun. Yeah, I see. I see what happened there. All right, so we're on to question number 4. The matchup for question number 4 is Sherry and Smiles. Sherry and Smiles are going head to head on this one. So here, pay attention for your next question, question number 4.
What is the largest island in the West Indies?
All right, largest island in the West Indies. Is that by area or by what?
Yeah, area.
By area. Okay. So there you go. We need the largest island in the West Indies area-wise. Island seems like that would be the thing you'd say. When you say city, I could see how you'd say city, like a larger city has more people and a larger city has a bigger swath. When we say largest island, I feel like you're always going for area. That feels like that's the case. But all right, we've got a bunch of answers in. Sherry has gotten in first with an answer. So now we're going to see if Smiles is able to wrap back around and go. Are they going to go with the same answer or with a different answer? That's hard to say. Could go either way. So about 30 seconds left on the clock. Smiles has gone with a different answer. So this is interesting. This will be another one about accuracy rather than timing. So we'll see what people, see what answers end up being correct on this, if any. Again, you could also throw at Karen and say that nobody's going to get this correct. Was this my matchup? It was you and Sherry. Sherry and Smiles going one to one on this. We're going to the chat because time is up. Let's see what as we catch up. I was going in and out due to the delay. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it has gotten better for you. Septic says that Karens are great fun. He would know. He's the expert Karener on this particular show. All right, so Sherry was first, right? And Sherry went with the answer Trinidad. Is Trinidad the largest island in the West Indies? No! Oh, my goodness. All right, well, then that means Smiles came in afterwards and said Cuba. Is that correct?
Yes.
It is. 5 points goes to Smiles. Sherry, we will come back to you later in the show and give you another opportunity to get 5 points. All right, so Rosellen went with Atlantis. First person with the correct answer, though, was Karen with Cuba with a question mark. Cuba? I always love that people ask questions like we're going to be like, yes. Yep, continue with that. That's the correct one. Septic, Danny, and Melissa also round out the group that had the correct answers. So points for all of you as well. Let's move on to question number 5, and that's going to be between Karen and Jenny. Karen and Jenny are our guests for this, our matchup contenders. One of you could win 5 points. Whoever answers the quickest with the correct answer, 5 points. Question number 5 is...
Both preserves and marmalade have pieces of fruit in them. So what is found in marmalade that is not also in preserves?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. We need to know what is different between a preserve and a marmalade. What would make a marmalade or a preserve different than one another? How would I be able to tell them apart? They both have pieces of fruit, so it's not that. They're both kind of jelly-like, right? Yeah. It's not that. They're both
spreadable.
Both sweet, right? They both have sweetness to them, so it's definitely not that. Looks like Karen is in first with an answer. So we'll see what happens with our... with Jenny's answer to see if that matches up or if it's something else. Ian has gone with Marmite. That's what's in. No, that's...
Preserves is like jam, but with real fruit in it, like chunks of fruit in it.
Yeah.
That's what preserves are.
Right.
It's also usually no sugar added. So it's just the fruit.
And
glucagon. Nice.
Glucagon, yeah. Ian gets a style point for Marmite. That's definitely not the correct answer. That sounds disgusting. All right. Although the answer that I always hear when people say that anyone says Marmite is disgusting, other people go, "Oh, you're just using too much of it."
Yeah, and you're supposed to put butter first and then Marmite.
Mm-hmm.
Just a slip of Marmite.
Gotcha. I don't know how less of something terrible is better.
It's like overpowers your palate if you add too much of it.
Oh, I see. All right, we are all caught up on Facebook. So let's see. We've got, as I said, Karen came in with the first answer of the shootout. Karen goes with peel. Is peel correct?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Oh, wow. Jumps in and gets 5 points. And Jenny never came in. Is Jenny still around? Did we lose Jenny? That's very unfortunate. No answer from
You're thinking of
Jenny.
like orange marmalade. There's preserved rind in it.
Yes, exactly. Some other folks have also got correct answers. It looks like, let's see, the first person to actually get the answer correct was Rose Ellen. So 2 points to Rose Ellen. And then Melissa, Sherry, and Danny also all get points for being correct. So we've reached the halfway point of the show. This is the first show of the season. of the week. Either way, how you want to say it. We make it sound like it's more cool by saying season, which means a couple of things. First, let's go over the points that everybody has so far to start off the season.
In no order other than alphabetical.
All right.
Craig has 1 point. Danny has 10 points. Diana has 7 points. Ian has 5 points. Jenny has 1 point. Karen has 9 points. Melissa has 5 points. Rosellen has 3 points. Septic has 2 points. Shaggy has 1 point. And Sherry has 2 points.
A lot of people still in striking distance of the lead. So that's especially with this 5-point bonus. Remember, we're going to wrap back around and try and give everybody another opportunity to win here. So let's see. Yeah, I think we can do this. All right. I think we'll be able to go through at least one more time. So the other thing we need to do is announce our winner from last season. Remember, we go through the week, and the person who has the most points, who has not already won a t-shirt, wins a t-shirt. It's a free t-shirt. It's soft, right? Mm-hmm.
You don't have to take the one that's been rubbed on Keith's face.
But it smells like beard, just so you know. You may want it. All right, so who is our winner from last season? Who gets the beard-smelling t-shirt this week?
Shaggy.
Shaggy! Congratulations to Shaggy. Glad that you won. You'll just have to give us the size of t-shirt you want and your address, and you can just send it to us as a private message, and we'll ship that out to you.
So we owe 3 t-shirts right now. We owe Diana, Renita, and now Shaggy. So I think it's a good time to ship.
Yeah, we'll have to do a whole shipment for that. So this is your opportunity, everybody, to win a t-shirt. Next, so let's move on to question number 6, and our matchup for question number 6 is going to be Rosellen versus Shaggy, our winner from last week. So this is a perfect timing. So question number 6.
In meters per second squared, what is the acceleration rate of gravity for an object in free fall?
This is a very nerd question. 60 seconds on the clock. I like that for you. You're so nerdy that you were like, you know what's the easiest question I could ask? Velocity.
Acceleration.
Right. Well, I guess it's not the terminal velocity. That's
No.
true. It's just the acceleration to terminal velocity. But yeah, that's where your brain was like, this is easy. Everyone will get this. This is a Monday question. And everyone's like, well, are you kidding me? I don't even know what acceleration means. All right. So no answers yet from Rosellen or Shaggy. We'll see if one of them is able to come. Oh, Lord, you want me to do math?
No, I just want you to memorize constants. That's all.
You get a style point, Sherry. I feel you. You and me. We're kindred spirits here. I can tell jokes and grow a beard, but my Lord, numbers? You kidding me? All right. Time is up. We're going to go over to the chat and see what people were answering. Did we get answers from either of them? I feel like nobody has answered from the matchup. This is very unfortunate that we've got 2 people matched up and neither of them have answered. Am I missing it? I am not, I don't think. Oh, we've got one answer. We've got one answer in, but Shaggy we're still waiting on. And if he doesn't get it in with time,
Newton is a proper response.
Derp Newton. It's that many Newtons.
A derp Newton?
Yeah, it's a derp Newton worth of velocity.
I guess you get a style point for a derp Newton.
Yeah, no, I like it. Rosellen, you may want to refresh. If you may want to refresh if you're on Facebook. Sometimes that'll make it a little bit better. But yeah, it seems like you might be a little behind, which is very unfortunate. You can also, if you want to, jump over to Twitch. If you make an account over there and watch there, it's actually faster, just so you know. And Newtons are force, not acceleration. Yeah, but isn't force just acceleration plus something?
F equals ma, mass times acceleration.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's times, if you just times mass times Newtons.
Jenny was cleaning up dog poop.
Derp Newtons are delicious, just so you know.
They're like Fade Newtons, but spicy.
Yeah, they're just cake and poop. Let's go with
That's what I said. I said mass times acceleration.
yeah, I said plus, but he was correcting me. You said times. I couldn't. I think they're the same thing. I'm pretty
Listen,
certain.
Cupcake, why don't you leave the math to the professionals?
I'm just saying that if you take the plus sign and you turn it sideways, it's the multiplication sign. They're basically the same thing.
Bye, Sherry. Thanks for joining us.
All right, bye, Sherry. All right, so gotta go, folks. Ben called for dinner.
Dinner. What'd you have for dinner, Keith?
I had homemade. What would we call them? They're steaks. They're cube steaks with gravy and mushrooms and stuff like that.
That sounds like Salisbury steak.
Yeah.
That's what I had for dinner.
It was a Salisbury steak, but it was homemade, which is hilarious because you can just get them in boxes and microwave them. But instead, Caitlin made them fresh. They were good though.
It was my first ever Salisbury steak.
Yeah, they were very
I've
good.
never had one before.
They're very. I enjoyed them.
Well, don't turn it 90 degrees, Trey. Turn it 45.
Mm-hmm. Duh. Come on. It's rotated 44.5 degrees. So Rose Ellen got in just before time was up. Not the correct answer, I'm guessing. And we didn't hear from Shaggy after announcing that he was the winner.
He may not know that he was the winner.
He may not know that he is now the winner. He may be sitting in complete ignorance of his domination. But here's the go. Rose Ellen had a meaty calzone. That sounds delicious. That's actually my nickname for Ian. So let's start from the top and go down. First person to answer in was Septic with 4.73.
Nope.
No. Trey was second with 9.8.
9.81, but sure.
So that is correct.
Yeah. 2
points to Trey. Danny says 9.8 meters per second.
That's fine. That's per second squared.
Isn't it like 9.6, says Craig? No, it is not.
Go to hell, Craig.
Ian has 9.8. Melissa has 9.8. They get points as well. No points awarded for the matchup, unfortunately. So we're going to move on to question number 7.
Diana, I think what makes it a Salisbury steak is the gravy with the mushrooms.
And
I just like sauteed.
And the cubing, I think.
Oh yeah, you have to cube it. I sauteed onions and mushrooms and made gravy. Well, I didn't make gravy. I dumped gravy into it.
Yeah. It was part of our pantry challenge. We had gravy that was like 16 years old, and so we used it. Yeah. And so a Salisbury steak, I think, is a combination of a cubed steak that is breaded, right? And
by cubed, he does not mean cut into cubes like stew meat.
No. It means it's pre-chewed.
Use the ka-chunker.
Yeah, you use the thing that pre-chews it. And then you pan fry it kind of thing, right? You pan saute it or whatever. Then you put the gravy with the mushrooms on it, and then you have your Salisbury steak.
I like that Septic casually had a whole roast dinner on a Monday.
Well, let's be honest. Septic.
And where was your vegetable?
Septic, did you actually roast a lamb shoulder, or did someone you are related to roast a lamb shoulder?
He didn't say he roasted it. He said I had lamb shoulder.
Right.
And Jersey Royal potatoes.
I'm just saying that I think what it is that Septic's mom is kind of awesome.
I mean.
Right? That's what we're hearing, is that we should get adopted by Septic's family. All right, so let's move on to question number.
I like Craig's accusation. You know damn well I can only count to 8.
All right, so Septic and Melissa going head to head on this round of the matchup. So question number 7.
Question number 7.
Septic and Melissa.
What band sang, "You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar"?
Yes. What is the name of that band who sang those lyrics?
Yeah, so it's a very British thing to like super casually on a random day of the week have a whole roast dinner.
Oh, really? Is that
Yeah.
a thing? All right.
I love it when Nia's mom was visiting from China
Yeah.
on Wednesday nights.
Mm-hmm.
I would go over to Nia's house for a normal Wednesday night, and we have dinner, and it would be like a whole roast something, 2 starches, 2 veggies, and a salad. And you're like,
Oh.
son of a, it's Wednesday.
Calm your butts down. All right, 30 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Septic is in first. And Septic and Melissa have very similar answers. This is going to come down to a photo finish, I think. All depends on how lenient you are, maybe on a Monday, perhaps. 10 seconds left on the clock. We'll see what the correct answer is shortly. Craig says it's Thomas and the Riddles. I'll give him a style point for that. At least it's a little different than his normals. All right, we're going to the chat because time is up. Trey has sung a little bit further with "Come On, Baby, Light My Fire." The next lyric that you might hear in that song.
Oh my God.
What?
Septic, why are you like 5? Google it, dude.
Oh my goodness. You have to go check out The Doors. It's a great band. You're gonna really appreciate this one. It's gonna be very different from the EDM that is currently popular, but it's good music. All right, so let's see. We start at our matchup. First one to get in was Septic with Doors, and the second one was The Doors, with Melissa saying The Doors. I have my opinion on it, but we'll see what the quiz master says. Who was correct? If either. Who knows? Who knows? It could be anyone. Despite the fact everyone's saying The Doors or Doors, it could have been anyone. Everybody could be wrong. Nobody cared. What's the correct one?
They're both right.
They're both right. All right. So 5 points goes to Septic for winning.
To answer Septic's question, when were they around? Jim Morrison was the lead singer of The Doors. He died in 1971.
Mm-hmm. You are nicer than I am, because I would say that the name of the band is not Doors. I would say the name of the band is absolutely The Doors.
Sorry.
That's my take on it. If you were to say Jim Morrison of Doors, people would be like, what are you fucking talking about?
You have absolutely, I understand that you're saying you've never heard of The Doors.
Yeah.
You've absolutely heard their songs.
Maybe. I have no idea. But Septic rode the boat to 5 points, so either way, that is how it has gone down. We're going to skip over Sherry because no longer hanging out with us. So
Thank you for not saying she's no longer with us.
yeah. So Craig and Jenny. Jenny, are you here? Are you ready for this one? Because I'd hate for you to miss the
Jenny
second
says
one.
the ice cream truck is here. Jenny might be getting ice cream.
Yeah, that's a chance. Ian would like ice cream. If you can go get ice cream.
Oh, good. Jenny's still here. Okay, ready?
He's living with Elvis in hiding. There you go. So we're on to question number 8.
This is really going to be who's the speediest. Which city is closest to the capital of Australia? Perth, Melbourne, or Sydney?
All right. 60 seconds on the clock. It's a Monday, so you get the multi choice here. Which of these is closest to the capital of Australia? Which one is closest? Ian says Thomas Morvello Riddle, which is not a city. You do not get just a random style point for just yelling a meme into the chat.
Craig, it's multiple choice. Suck it up.
It's hooray for foreign geography. All right, so let's see. Craig was first in, and it looks like Jenny is second with the same answer, both on Facebook too.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, we'll see if that answer is correct. Either they're both gonna get points, or neither of them are gonna get points at this point. So let's find out. Time is coming to an end. Oh no! To the chat we go. All right, Steven has joined us as well, a little late First time I'm seeing his name here.
Hi, Brody.
Good. Brody. We're going to put you down as Brody. That way you can participate in our matchups as well. All right. Let's see. Facebook is going to catch up here. And let's start with our shootout here. The matchup that we had on Monday. It is Craig first with Melbourne.
Nope.
Not Melbourne. Oh, no. Oh, everything's gone wild. That was the most popular one. Everybody guessed that. Let's back up a little because the first guess that was on the board was Septic with Perth. Is that correct?
As Trey states, Perth is on the other side of the country next to nothing.
Oh, no. All right, so it's Perth, Melbourne,
Thomas Marvolo Radio.
Melbourne, and then Rose Ellen, the first one to guess Sydney.
Correct.
Which is correct. 2 points to Rose Ellen, and
1 point to Smiles.
1 point to Smiles. No one in the face-off gets a point. Very, very sad. What is the capital of Australia? We kept it out of the question. What's the capital of Australia? Anyone know that? Capital of Australia?
Oh. Trey got it.
Canberra.
You
All right.
had it right the first time, Trey.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Ian says it's Marmite. That is not their capital. That is just what they all eat. All right. So that was Jenny. Let's see. Our next one is what? Question number 8? That was 8, right?
Yeah, that was 8.
So question number 9. This one was between Jenny and Craig, right? Okay, so we're going to do Rose Ellen and Brody are going to go head to head for this matchup. Brody, just so you know, this is a matchup where whichever one of you gets the correct answer first gets 5 points just for getting it first. Doesn't matter the order of everybody else, but if of the two of you, whoever answers correctly first gets 5 points. Everything else is scored normally. So here we go. This is question number 9.
What bone?
No, it's the penultimate question. Penultimate question.
You didn't ask me what is question number 9. You just said this is question number 9.
Which is the penultimate question.
I'm not making you Salisbury steak anymore. You're very mean to me.
Penultimate question.
You're lucky I didn't make you sausage dip with expired pork.
I would have eaten it and loved it. All right. What is the question for the penultimate question?
What bone will you find at the base of the human spine?
Wink, wink. If you know what I mean.
Oh, my God.
Later.
Oh, good news.
Yeah, what's up?
I have to go to the pharmacy.
Oh, that's not good news.
No, it's just normal refills.
Okay.
Like the ones I get every 6 months.
Sweet.
So that means I can get not expired sausage and I can make a sausage dip.
There we go. That's an option for us. I like it. 30 seconds left on the clock. We need your answers in.
And then I'm going to take the ass of the celery. I'm going to sprout it in water until it grows roots. And then I'm going to grow it in my garden.
Oh, God. That sounds like something that you tell a doctor.
Your celery ass?
Yeah, I wiped down my celery ass and put it in some dirt.
You can pluck the leaves off of it once it starts growing and put
Okay.
it in sauces and stews and stuff.
Interesting. Go into the chat. Is that an invasive species by any chance?
No.
Are you sure? All right. Let's see what our answers were. So again, our matchup, matchup Monday. Our matchup was between Rose Ellen and Brody. Stephen Brody looks like he got in first. Rose Ellen came in afterwards. Brody goes with tailbone, Is tailbone correct?
Yes.
It is. All right, 5 points to Brody. Rose Ellen goes with coccyx. Is that correct?
Yes.
Also correct. So a point to Rose Ellen, but 5 points go to Brody for getting it first. One is the colloquial term, one the scientific term.
I will accept both.
Yes. Let's see. It looks like the first person with coccyx or something that looks similar to it was septic with coccyx.
Yep.
Craig said the tailbone. What did Ian say? What was Ian's answer? Did you catch that?
The Cockapaki Dicatrix.
I think the cockapokey. Maybe is that what it is? Trey looks
I
like
don't even know if that's spelled right.
Yeah. It looks like Trey also got it close enough to count. If not correct.
I know I can regrow celery in a jar of water, but I don't want to keep it on my counter forever, so I'm going to replant it in my little garden after it's grown root.
Melissa, Jenny, and Smiles all also get points. And obviously Rose Ellen, which we said before. English mustard dip sausage is very good. I think he's messing with you. English mustard dip sausage in it. Very good. Oh, I see. There, that makes more sense. All right, so there we go. That's it. We're out. It came in at the end, but wanted to say hi, guys. Hi. How's it going? Do you want to do a matchup?
We have one more matchup to go.
We have one more to go.
You could win 5 points.
You can, yeah. It's like the Saturday ones, but we're doing it on the easier day so that more people have a chance to win. We thought that would be fun. And then you might have more points to be able to do for Wager Wednesday, which seemed like it would be also a good thing. So let's see. I participated even in food.
It's supposed to be Woot.
Oh, Woot. Okay, Woot, I participated even in Food A's. I would say if we did that, we could do Brody and Christina, because Brody's the only one that hasn't done it twice. But he won. Brody won already once. So we'll just wrap back around.
Christina I haven't seen Shaggy answer in a while. I think he may have left us.
All right.
So why don't we do Melissa and Christina?
Melissa and Christina, you think?
Yeah.
So Christina says, oh, it's okay. Do you not want to do it, Christina? We're giving you this opportunity. If you don't want to do it, we'll pick other people, but this is a chance. It came right back around at the perfect time. For the last question, Christina, you get 5 points. We're giving you this chance. Oh, Jenny wants to go with Christina.
Oh, Jenny had to miss one because she was cleaning up dog poop. So I think it's only fair to give Jenny a makeup one.
Okay, that's fair. Jenny and Christina. All right, let's do Jenny and Christina.
Sorry, Christina. Jenny has decided for you.
You have to do it now because that's what...
Jenny and Christina.
Jenny and Christina, you're the matchup for the final question of our first episode of Season 12. And question number 10 is...
This is for all my tea drinkers out there. What do we call the country of Ceylon now?
Ooh. So if you have Ceylon tea, where is that from? 60 seconds on the clock. First one between Jenny and Christina who get the answer correct get 5 points. Everybody else, if you're the first one, you can get 2 points. If anybody else gets 1 point. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, you know what? I'm not saying that you can't cheat off of other people. You can do whatever you do.
Do whatever you want.
You do you. Ian says that it is the Cylon Empire.
That's different.
Yeah. It's the ones that have the eye that goes like this from Battlestar Galactica. Let's see. Craig has gone with Wakanda. Christina has thrown a Karen. I don't know how that works with the matchup, but I guess if she's the first one to throw a Karen and nobody else were to get it, I guess that would be 5 points because she was correct, right?
Yep.
I'm fine with that. All right, time is up. We're going to the chat. Let's see what the answers are that come in. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but it looks like several people saying Sri Lanka. Oolong, says Rose Ellen. Not a country I'm familiar with the country of Oolong. I believe that might be an area.
Septic wants us to know he gets his tea from Yorkshire.
Oh, like a gentleman. Rose, it is. Indonesia. All right, so let's say time's up over there as well. I feel like we've lost Karen as well. I haven't seen her saying anything in a while.
She might have like parental duties.
Yeah, that might be the case. People coming in and out. So the first person to guess on the matchup was Christina. She guesses a Karen, so we have to ask, did anyone get it correct?
Yes.
Oh no! All right, so a negative point, unfortunately, for throwing the Karen. Jenny was second to answer and went with Sri Lanka. Is Sri Lanka correct?
Ian says, I got my tea from Safeway. Yes.
It is! Oh, 5 points go to Jenny. Congratulations, Jenny. Looks like the first person to get Sri Lanka was Trey, who gets 2 points. And then we've also got points going out to Melissa and Brody, and Jenny got her 5 points.
Spelling does not now and has never counted. Why are you saying Yorkshire and PG Tips had an interesting week? I like PG Tips. What's wrong with PG Tips?
Yeah, what happened? Spelling should count.
Not on this show, lady.
All right. There's gonna be a lot, like far fewer points being handed out.
Maybe we should have like spelling counts on Sundays. It'll be spelling Sundays.
Did anyone get the spelling correct? Did no one get the spelling correct?
Yeah, people got the spelling correct.
Yeah, they got it
Melissa
right.
got it.
Okay, so yeah,
Jenny got it.
Mm-hmm.
Trey got it.
Yeah, so even the first person who answered got it correct. All right, there we go. Let's see. Get my tea from Aldi's. Make sun tea for 3 days. Woo! All right.
That is some strong ass sun tea.
Brody goes with Sri Lanka, spelt the most phonetic way possible. All right, those are all of the
We got
questions.
you, Septic. We will not suddenly start counting spelling.
And you want to go through the
Oh.
shares? Is that what you want?
PG Tips spoke up against racist assholes on Twitter. Now I can continue to like PG Tips.
Oh, that's good. Rose Ellen gets a point.
I'm not paying attention to you.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to do that.
Rose Ellen got a point.
Yes. Craig gets 4 points.
Craig, 4
Shared
points.
to 3 people and on his own profile.
Hi, Steam.
And Shaggy gets a point.
Shaggy.
Steam has joined just as we're finishing up the show. Welcome, Steam.
Hi, Steam.
Amazing timing. All right, so then we're going to go through going through all of the folks. Oh, did anyone host it over on Twitch? Anyone host the show on Twitch?
Septic.
Septic dropped a host. Anyone else drop a host over there on Twitch so we can get you a point?
Well, Danny's gone, and Shaggy disappeared on us.
Yeah, Karen has disappeared as well. A lot of Septic, all of the folks on Septic's team seem to have disappeared. Just 2 of them over there now.
Steam would like us to know Jodie Foster is his answer.
All right, there you go. So, I do want my
gave you your
point of
point
view
this time.
Oh, you want your point now? Okay. Let's see. Only showed people who showed interest. No spamming today. That's great. That's a perfect way to do it because we definitely want people to know about it who might be interested in it. All right, so let's go through the points, and you let us know if you think your points are different than what they should be. Hopefully, you are following along at home. Here is how it goes.
We had 14 players today.
14 different people
Guess we're
answered
not
questions.
Canceling the show today, huh?
Not canceling it today.
So in no order other than ascending.
Yes.
Christina has -1 point. Sorry about that, Christina. Sherry and Shaggy have 2 points. Trey, Craig, and Brody have 6 points. Jenny has 7 points. Rosellen and Ian have 8 points. Karen has 9 points. With 10 points, we have Septic, Melissa, and Diana. And at the top, we have Danny, who is not here, with 12 points. I'm going to nominate Melissa to give Danny's acceptance speech.
Okay, Melissa, we're making you the winner tonight because Danny is not here to accept it. So new rule. I guess that's the season rule. You have to be here to accept your winnings.
Yep.
All right, so Melissa, you get an acceptance speech, and you get to pick the color for the studio tomorrow. While
Septic would like to know how many points he got last week. Negative 56.
negative 56 points. Congratulations, Septic, on that. Let's see, Christina, you're at the bottom of the heap. If you want to also give us an acceptance speech, you're welcome to as well. While we're waiting for those, we are going to go over a little bit of the business, give you the business. Don't forget, along with this, which happens at 7 o'clock every night, you can also go check out my podcast, also called Another Wasted Hour. That's what all this was based off of. Go to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you would go to get a podcast. Search for Another Wasted Hour. Subscribe to it. Take a listen. There's 140 episodes. There's comedy. There's trivia. We go over some like crazy news that's on the internet. We mainly steer away from like politics and stuff. It's mainly just silliness, but you do get exposed to some really great local artists and musicians from the DC area. People you've probably never heard of before, but you should definitely check out. So go check that out. And then don't forget to come back here at 7 o'clock each day to join us for trivia. With that said, if you want to go and get the first point by being the first one to say first in the chat, you'll want to subscribe or follow right now, and then you'll want to hit the little like bell or notifications next to that so it lets you know whenever we go live. And if we are not able to make it at 7 o'clock, if we're going to be particularly late, either because of technical difficulties or something else, we're going to put that up on our social media. So on our social media, go follow us, like us on Facebook, Another Wasted Hour, Instagram, Another Wasted Hour, and then Twitter at A Wasted Hour. And we'll let you know about that. And we also have a group called Another Wasted Group, where we talk about some of the innovations on the show and how we can make things better for everybody. So join us in all of those places. It's going to be a blast. Do we have our things? Let's see. Septic says 56. That's definitely a record. We should probably have like some type of like Hall of Fame for the best and worst of things. Maybe we should start keeping track of that. World records for Another Wasted Hour. That would definitely be the lowest world record. So let's see. What do we have? Oh, Melissa's got an acceptance speech. Here you go.
Thank you for providing me an opportunity to thank all of you for evening after evening of fun and learning.
Oh, thanks.
And I'd like to thank SCOTUS for protecting our LGBTQ community against discrimination at work. Good shout out, Melissa.
Yeah, great shout out. For those that didn't know that, the Supreme Court decided that protections for people apply to all people. So that's cool. It seemed obvious, but I'm glad that we came down on that side.
I choose the color pink, as bright as you can make it.
All right, pink, bright pink. Christina says, thanks, guys, for hosting this every evening. And yes, I lost to a stupid tea question. I wouldn't have gotten it either. I know nothing about tea or what Sri Lanka used to be called.
You should know about tea by proxy at this point.
Yeah, I do know about tea by
We have
proxy.
an entire cabinet dedicated to tea.
Yeah, tea by proxy is a different disease, though. Except for the I like beer one. What? What's that mean? Whiteboard on the whiteboard behind us. Right
Hall
there.
of Fame.
Yeah. Maybe that could be a use for it. We should just put random things up there. I haven't really used it for anything in a while. All right, so that is it. I think those are all of the things, right? Anything you can think of? Nope. I think that's it. All right, so once again, 7 o'clock every night. We will be back here until you aren't. And you're welcome, everybody, for the show. Thanks for joining us for the show, and thanks for spreading the word and letting other people know about the show. So until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. If you go outside, just make sure you take the appropriate precautions. There is a chance that a second wave will be coming, or what we like to call the first wave getting bigger. So make sure you're wearing your masks when you're near a bunch of people. Make sure you're keeping your social distance and washing your hands, not touching your face, those types of things. Because we want you to be healthy, and we want you to not die and come back here and do more trivia with us. And also don't forget, shout out for all the people who have been essential during this entire time. Even if it wasn't your choice, we do appreciate it. You made a sacrifice, even if you didn't have a choice to make that sacrifice. And so that's pretty awesome. And we recognize that. So thank you for that. And if you have to do it again, we also appreciate that. So that's about it. Caitlin, what's the last word?
One of my prized possessions is my grandmother's tea tin, and I store my tea bags in it.
All right, there you have it. Good night, everybody.
Bye.